Oh, that was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, good afternoon. Another day, another pound,
Another laugh,
another whatever.
another smile.
Yeah, man. Make sure you smile every day, man. Try and get a laugh every day.
Do you know what? Sorry, I've just thought of something now
Oh,
that you
God.
said that. You know, so not too long ago, I think it was like the beginning of December. You know, when everyone was kind of getting sick because it was getting cold.
Mhm.
I was like, this is about the smiling, by the way. Like I could feel right at the beginning the
Yeah.
illness trying to creep up on me. So obviously lemon, whatever, ginger, did those things. But then one morning I got up and I was like, you know, when you just start to feel heavy, I'm like, oh my God, it's trying to take me out.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to turn on some music. I'm going to dance and just stand there and smile and tell my brain I'm okay. Kevin, I never got sick.
She manifested it, bro.
Yeah. It's like, it was weird. I did it for like half an hour. I was in the kitchen, just like dancing to music, singing, always smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
And obviously it takes a lot of muscles to smile. So I feel like I tricked my brain into believing I wasn't sick because I was smiling for so long.
Sounds insane.
It does, but it really helped me.
I mean,
And then
clearly,
I never got sick.
Isn't that the whole like premise of that movie, Smile? I haven't watched it, but
No, it's not. That's a horror film, Kevin.
I mean, you're forced to smile, so
Yeah, but that was a demon
uh,
making them smile. It wasn't
the
them
demon
smiling.
helped you out.
No, I fixed the demon.
I mean, potato, man.
Yeah, okay.
Tomato,
That's how I
tomato.
stopped myself from getting sick.
I might try that next time.
Yeah.
My mom's gonna walk in and be like,
What?
okay.
Yeah, even your cat's gonna be like,
Close the door. Well, Zena don't care, man.
she be looking at you.
Zena just look. And,
Off she goes.
yeah, back to her business.
Yeah, so I feel like that was where I got to with the smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so guys,
That's
if
how you don't
ever-
get
if you're getting
sick.
sick, you know,
Yeah.
get up, dance, smile, and
Yeah.
trick your brain into thinking.
It's like,
that
you
you're
know,
good.
when you're getting sick and then you stop and you get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't stop.
Let's keep going.
Just push through.
Get everybody around you sick.
Okay, don't let me do that bit.
Speaking of that, apparently there's a new strain of COVID.
I think I saw this a few weeks ago. Meh.
Kind of scary.
Mm.
Or maybe not.
Mm.
Wait,
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's just
At this point, yeah.
damn. I feel like isn't everything a strain of COVID at this point now? So anytime you get
Everything's a
flu-
version of the flu.
Yeah,
We've had the flu for years.
this is true. But
Obviously,
they say
it's more serious
Yeah.
and like it caused havoc,
extreme habit.
extreme havoc.
They're saying this one can be along the same lines. So we will see. Hopefully not. Let's just smile and dance through it.
Oh my gosh, if we have another lockdown, we're gonna have to do this from home.
Oh God.
Teams.
Nah, Jamie, open the thing first. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll just put blinds so no one knows it's happening. Yeah. I don't. Would you mind another lockdown?
Nah, man, I don't want another lockdown.
Nah. So some people had a really good time though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I still enjoyed
Yeah.
the little things. Being able to go for a walk and there's no cars and a bunch
Yeah.
of humans around. It's
I
actually
got a
kind of refreshing.
fantastic suntan.
Same. I was able to go to the park and just work out.
Yeah.
Nobody around. No
It
kids.
just
no
felt like
dogs,
life
no
with no
cats.
strings attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
It was
work.
kind of nice.
Got paid to do nothing.
That's the only thing I'd change
Oh, yeah.
because I don't
You
have
didn't
that.
get paid.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing I would hope for
Yeah.
if it did happen again. So maybe I get a job before that COVID strain really takes off.
I think obviously aside from all the sicknesses and deaths, a really crappy part about COVID and why I don't want it to come back to
Yeah.
the way is a lot of people lost their jobs. Yeah. So
And for the self-employed people, it was horrific.
yeah, not in this economy. Yes.
It's just not. Yeah, there's no. I don't think people would survive again.
No. I think a lot more people would lose their jobs as well because
Yeah.
if they were so quick to release people before,
They know how easy it is going to be this time.
yep.
And I think as well, because they got through so many people working from home,
Yeah.
they know how easy it is. They would need less people to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy.
I remember dancers trying to come back from that. It was not nice.
No.
You got how many dancers in London when there's one job? fun and games.
Ooh, it's a fight to the death.
Yeah, it was not cool.
The Coliseum, let's go. Gladiator.
Not cool. Like, especially like since I think the studios opened up again for training,
Yeah.
and then auditions were obviously self-tapes.
Yeah.
But literally, you've got the whole of London going for the first job.
Yeah. That's tough, man.
And like everyone, they need it.
Yeah.
Like you're not in, like sometimes you're in dance auditions and you're in spaces like that. And it's like, okay, everyone's in the audition because they got chosen to be here or whatever. Some people want it, some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people are kind of like, some people are good anyway. They just happen to be here or whatever. This one, everyone needed it. So it was a very different space.
You're seeing everyone's best and desperation.
Yeah.
Desperation makes you do crazy things. Crazy things.
Yeah.
Way.
So maybe we don't need another one of those.
Absolutely not. But kind of segues into our topic for today. Give good advice for your 20-year-old self. So anytime within your 20s.
Yeah.
4
the
years
younger
ago,
version of you.
4 or 5 years ago, we were 25, 26. So mid-20s.
10 years ago, I was 20.
Yeah. But I'm talking about during the COVID times. So we were midway bang. So we would have had learnt, hopefully, a lot of stuff. I didn't.
No. Do you know what I am thankful for, though? And I feel so sorry for the people that had to go through it, was uni during COVID.
Oh, yeah. Boy, you lost out your good first year as well. So you didn't get to experience freshers. You didn't really get what uni's about.
I would have deferred. I'm not coming back till this is back.
Same.
Because especially for my uni, the dancers, they had to do all their dance assessments from their house.
That's crap. Yeah. Because being in the studio is very different than
and like there was no like
guidance.
Duets. There was no.
I was all solo. Yeah.
You're all on your own doing that. You can't copy no one. Can't copy no one. And some of our assessments were hard. Like I'll never forget somebody showing me their videos of them doing their dance assessment in their garden, and they were like, "Yeah, everyone was just watching me."
That's so
from their
awkward.
windows. Yeah, because we look crazy dancing in the garden.
Yeah.
To everybody else. But like a contemporary assessment just on the grass.
That's so awkward, man.
But people had to go through that. So that time I'm glad we missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I'm glad it was like after all education.
Yeah.
It wasn't during school, it wasn't during uni. Because I feel sorry for everybody that had to do that.
Yeah. Because the best part about it is being around other people.
Yeah. The best part of school
is being around other people.
I wasn't going to school if my friends weren't coming. It was only about them.
Facts.
Everything else, no. So when I think about being 20, I'm so thankful we didn't have that. That's what I will say.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you miss out on a lot of life experience, a lot of just fun in general.
Yeah.
You're building your social battery, your social cues, your social communication.
Character development.
Your character development is very key in that part. Obviously, it's very key in your teens because you're becoming an adult, but you really get a grasp of who you are probably by the time you're about 25-ish.
Yeah.
Is when you get a very good grasp. Not everybody is
I'm
fully
quite
there.
far behind, so mine takes a while after everybody else has figured it out. I literally think I'm like 3 years behind.
Damn. Well,
yeah.
That's still good.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, that's still good.
I get to watch everyone else do it wrong and then I do it right. I don't mind.
That's wild. But yeah, I think one thing I'd probably give myself advice or to any 20-year-old is to learn a skill. And that could be in technology or it could be in trade. And by that, I mean like tiling, carpentry, etc. Learning a skill is so imperative because it gives you an opportunity. When life is tough, you can, like financially, and you can't get work, that skill will help you get work. Technology.
COVID, big example.
Exactly. If it's technology, there's most jobs now use some form of technology. Well, not most. All jobs use a form of technology. So if you know how to use technology or you're really good in a specific department, someone's going to pick you up.
Yeah.
For sure. And then the trade skills, homes are going to be a thing for as long as time exists. Yeah. People are going to want to tile their home. People are going to want to have electricity in their home. They're going to want to, whatever.
Plumbing. Never going to go out.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if you know these skills, you're always gonna have a place to go when money or job work is tough.
What would you have picked?
I mean, I learned to tile because I was working in a tile shop.
Oh yeah, touche.
So I know how to tile. I tiled my bathroom. I'm not a fan of tiling because it is
Gonna
long,
tell my mum
but
about that information.
please don't.
Please don't. Yeah, she's
But
demanded.
knowing that skill generally, it saved me money in doing my bathroom, like a few
Yeah.
£100. And obviously I got a discount for working at the shop too, so I saved a lot of money. But that skill, I know if time gets hard, I can just go back to it, develop it a bit more, and I can just, even if I'm working under someone,
You can still do it.
Yeah, I'm still getting money in some way.
Yeah.
Learning a skill is very important. I feel like a lot of
I'm looking at myself like,
yeah, because there's been like TikToks and just reels that I see when I'm scrolling through Twitter, etc. Of the generation now, the younger generation now. They obviously go into TikTok and streaming, etc. But they don't know a skill outside of that, and that could be as basic as cooking.
yeah.
You know, I'm not a great cook at all, but I can survive.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
I think
can't.
it's also very different because we never had all of those things to look at anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, it's hard to do something that no one else is doing.
Right.
That's what I think the struggle is in this generation now.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is streaming and everybody else is making money off TikTok and everyone else is doing these things. Why would I want to be a plumber?
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean? So
I hear it.
yeah,
I hear it.
a skill.
But that, I swear to God, it will save a lot of you just lot.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of you
because-
lot's lives.
When we were younger, we had what? We said this already. We had MySpace and all that. They're all gone now.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, boy.
we know what it feels like to have a platform that's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
So I don't know if TikTok's gonna. I mean, eventually it will change into something else, I think.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I feel like it's been around for a while. But
Same
yeah,
with Instagram.
it could.
I thought Instagram was going to die out.
Yeah, when it first
Yeah.
came.
Like eventually, by the time it gets to 2020, it should be done.
The fact that we can think about that. Wow.
Yeah, wait. Because it came, I think I made mine in like 2012.
Wow.
So it's probably like 12 years that I've had this nuts in it.
That is crazy to think about.
we were in
We've had
sixth
it
form.
for so long. Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I had Instagram 6th form.
Yeah, boy. Damn, scary stuff, man.
Well, okay, get a skill. I don't know if I had a skill. I don't know. I feel like from that age I was always teaching.
Yeah.
So I guess in a way that was weirdly my skill, teaching
That
people
can be
to
a
do
skill.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was obviously teaching sport when we were younger.
Yeah.
And then teaching kids and doing that dance and sport and there's always going to be kids. Guess that's helpful.
That's true.
There's always going to be
Well,
kids.
in Japan, they're having.
They're having a.
Apparently, they're struggling right now. Mad, boy.
They also have a big. This has nothing to do with this. The percentage of marriages has gone right down.
Yeah.
That's probably connected as
yeah.
well. Interesting.
A lot of people say it's because of their work-life balance. They work so much
Too
out
much.
there that overtime out there is mandatory. So I can imagine it's difficult to build and want to do stuff outside of.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy,
Effort.
man.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I'd say if I was to be able to talk to my 20-year-old self, I think it would be, I guess actually it would probably be 18 to 21, that kind of age range, would be don't care too much about what everyone else thinks.
Yeah.
Because I think at that age, it's so hard to not.
Yeah.
It's so hard to not care
It's
what
true.
they think.
This is very true.
It's even harder now.
Yeah.
Like, social media, I think, adds a huge effect to that. We had it vaguely, so that wasn't the issue. But, like, for myself personally, like, the way that I love sports would have been so much higher if I cared less about what people thought.
Right, yeah.
Because you know how I used to play sports when I was younger.
Yeah.
And, like, I could have done so much more. And I know it for myself. I could have done so much more within sport if I didn't care what everyone else thought.
Yeah.
Because at some point, I remember being like, oh, like, if I don't stop now, people are never gonna think I'm a girl.
Ooh, yeah,
So
okay.
it's kind of like it like pulls you back
Yeah.
subconsciously, because I could have done so much. If I just carried on and not cared
Yeah.
what everyone else thought, then it probably would have just pursued that way. But you get to a point where you're like, okay, but if I do this, someone's gonna say that, and then it's gonna be a judgment on me. But I am good at it, but it doesn't really matter. I could just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a big talk.
You had a talent
So-
and you didn't maximize the talent because
Yeah.
of other people's
Yeah.
thoughts. Yeah.
Because I feel like especially around that age is when everyone's kind of changing into an adult, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, what is a woman? And it's like a woman back then, not now,
Yeah.
but it's very different now. A woman is not going to be running around playing football outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a stereotypical view that we're given.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, but like, as a woman, what are you going to do? And it's like, if I didn't care so much about all those things or what was said, it would be very different now, I think. But it's fine now because I'm going back. But
I
then
hear you,
I wouldn't be wasting that time going backwards.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have stayed in athletics a lot longer.
And you likely would have had a career in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas going back now, obviously, it's a lot harder
For sure.
physically. But I wish I had what I have now
Yeah.
then to just do it anyway.
Damn, that's kind of sad, boy.
Oh, it's
Nah,
true
'cause-
though, especially
it's
for
true.
girls, I think.
No, for sure, it's true because you had the talent
Yeah,
and the perception of what you thought people might think of you,
yeah. I feel like
which is mad.
the perception came more for football, I think,
Yeah,
for sure.
I can imagine. And then I think now what helps, there's so many, I guess, pretty female football players that
Yeah,
go
athletes
so viral.
in general.
Female athletes, yes.
Yeah.
That it goes so viral that people have started to look at
Yeah.
women's sports
Yeah,
differently.
and I think that's I guess one benefit
Yeah.
of having social media, because when we were younger and we were looking up to athletes, like I wouldn't really see those athletes online.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be coming up on my Instagram like
No.
if like we would watch the Olympics, but it would never be like a social media thing. Like
No.
you'd watch the woman race and squint and
Who
you
is
see
that?
it. Who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Done. Do you know what I mean? Like there wasn't like anything about the person as an individual.
You didn't know them personally.
Yeah.
In a way. Well,
Yeah.
obviously you're never gonna know them personally.
No.
But you didn't connect with them.
Yeah,
outside of-
people weren't making like they didn't have their own Instagrams to like
Yeah,
show
yeah.
people their life and what it's like and
That's
how
true.
to do this and how to
Yeah.
do that. Like now young people have that to look up to, which is a good thing about
Yeah.
social media, because you can see what you could be as a woman.
Yeah.
Then they didn't have much.
Boy, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's been shown that women are as attractive regardless of whether they play a sport or don't.
Yeah.
Because I physically see it.
Yeah.
Like, they'll look one way in their sports uniform, and then you
Oh,
go see
yeah.
their Instagram in their normal clothing, and they look.
Oh.
You're like, wow, that's her.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that she's ugly
Yeah,
in her
yeah.
uniform, but you just see a different light, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just a
'cause
different
they're-
perspective of that person.
They're
Yeah.
in work uniform.
Yeah.
They're in go mode. Most people don't look
Yeah.
so attractive in their freaking work
No one
uniform
does.
anyway.
Who's trying to look good
So,
for work? It's
right.
good to work.
Yeah, so
As like, and it's like, it's also interesting that a part of that comes from how, for especially football, women were looked at by men.
yeah,
Because I think when like being younger and playing football, from a dating aspect, all the boys are your friends.
right.
So I think when that opened up to be like, oh, men became attracted to women playing football,
Yeah.
and that whole stigma changed, and people as a nation accepted women in football, the whole thing changes.
Yeah.
Because then it wasn't even really a thing. Like our football team at school, the girls on, it was hard. Do you know what I
They didn't
mean?
really
Like
play football.
it- it was hard to get people to do PE,
Yeah.
let alone have a
Oh
girls'
my
football
God.
team.
Yeah.
But like, that's just the stereotype of girls not wanting to do sport. Like
Yeah.
it was such a thing.
It was a chore, man.
It was such a chore to get girls to do sport. We went to a sports academy. Like even there,
We did.
it was a chore because of what other people would think of you. And there were a lot of girls in our school that didn't want to run. One, because they didn't want to sweat and then it
Yeah.
would ruin their hair for the next lesson.
Yep.
Or two, they didn't want to run in front of the boy they liked.
Yep.
So it was all very much like, yeah, it was such a
But
thing.
the funny thing for me is I would have actually liked that more.
Right. And the thing is, I think once a lot of men also came around to that thought, it was always an inside thing.
Yeah.
It was never really said. Because like even when we were at school, the girls that were outside playing football weren't the ones with the boyfriends.
Yeah.
So for the girls not playing sports, they were like, well, why would I want to be them?
Yeah.
I want to be on the side with
Yeah.
the girls that are getting the guys. And that's the teenage, obviously, mindset and how that works. So it makes sense to how it moved in that way. Because if it wasn't like that,
Yeah.
everyone probably would have just done the sport.
Yeah. You would have.
If men
enjoyed
found
what you
women
wanted to
attractive
enjoy.
running around, do you know how many people be out there and they're
They
peeking?
would have been there. Tracks to it.
They would have been the first one to pee.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like, it's sad to say that men accepting it would have allowed women to accept it.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes the reality of it. Do you know what I mean?
Boy.
Also, I'm doing a play about that, so
Hey, we're gonna reveal that at some point in the
Yeah.
future.
gassed.
But that was a good one though. It kind of segues into my next one, which is don't chase, just go for who wants you. So it's mad how that it actually did segue into to mine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've been there myself.
Yeah.
Chasing a girl who I was attracted to, and she might have found me kind of attractive, maybe not as attractive, but she didn't want me the same way I wanted her. And it's just a waste of time because can you convince them at some point to like you back? Yes. Is it usually going to be a very good relationship?
No.
Because you got to realize if someone's making you chase them non-stop, they don't really mess with you like that.
Yeah.
And then once you are
That's a
able to
life
get
lesson,
them,
right?
yeah. And honestly, once you get them, they're gonna probably look. What's the word? You're beneath them.
You're beneath,
in a sense.
Yeah.
And they could just brush you off at any moment.
Yeah.
Go for the people who want you, because those are the people who are gonna appreciate you most. And you'll get a much better experience out of dating that way. If it's always chasing, spending money and spending time and doing all of this for someone's not reciprocating much back, you're going to lose so much experience and fun in your 20s. And you're going to be heartbroken most of the time for no reason.
That's like when I think about like being in school, obviously that's a bit further back, but even sixth form and the latter years of school, when people choose their friends based on popularity rather than who actually likes you.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. No. It never works.
No.
Like, and
you're having fake conversations. You don't feel as comfortable around these people.
Yeah.
Why?
I think that one lasts forever as well.
Yeah.
That if you learn that one early, so good. So
definitely
good.
try keep that one.
Try
from
start
early.
that one now.
Yeah.
I my one's actually, I guess it's kind of similar, but not. So my one would be to learn to say no.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. But yeah, it kind of is similar.
Kind of similar.
They intertwine.
So it's like learning to say no to other people and no to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if I had said no a lot more, I think I would have had more time for myself.
Yeah.
For many things. And ended up doing what I wanted to do rather than what other people wanted to do or what I was okay doing. I think I've said this before. Like, I'm very like, I like doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I never really mind if somebody else chooses what we're going to do or where we're going to go or where it's going to be.
You're good. You're down for the good experience.
Yeah, I'm here for the vibes. Yeah. So I don't mind. But I think to some extent, if I had said no as many times as people said no to me, I would have been in a better position.
Right.
Because not everybody's like that. So when I'm like that and no one else is, I'm technically always losing.
True.
But for me, I was just being just chill.
Yeah. Do you want to be known as the chill,
Yeah.
the chill girl?
Yeah.
Who? She's
She'll
down,
come, it's fine. Yeah. Like, but that's because like I was very, I mean, I still am, but a bit less, very considerate of what everybody else wanted to do.
Right.
And how it could be easier for somebody else, or how it could be more fun for somebody else. Like, I always find myself doing something so the other person will enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Because I can enjoy anything. No matter what you do with me, I'll have a good time.
She's not lying.
I'll have a good time. But I know, because the other person is not like that,
Yeah.
I need to go where they're going to have a good time. Because theirs is, they have less options.
Yeah.
But yeah, so saying no would have been a better start. Taking it back. I do that now, though.
Yeah.
And I think people get a bit shocked, but...
Well, I mean,
yeah, glad we both
can't do things that you don't enjoy all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes you have to. That's a part of life. But all the time, what's the point?
Yeah. It becomes a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it becomes like... It does kind of push you into just doing things on your own.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very good at doing things on my own because...
Same.
It's
easier that way, really.
Trust me.
Yeah.
No, Kevin, the day I flew to another country on my own, changed my life.
I hear it.
Because you could just in the airport do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, oh, do you want to go to that shop, or do you want to eat there? Do you want to sit here? Do you want to? I'm gonna just plod, sit, plod, eat, plod, sit.
Wake up when you want to go out when you want to.
Great.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like,
it's tough.
Yeah, so nice. I'm yet to do my first solo travel like for the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find somewhere where I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like it's gonna.
But you have the confidence to do it now.
Yeah. From saying no. Yeah. I'm like, are you down? No. Okay, bye. I'm not gonna wait for you. Yeah. Don't chase.
Don't exactly. You could start small.
Yeah.
You start going to the cinema by yourself, people. You know.
Yeah.
That's a small way to get to Saskia's solo traveling. You know, do that one thing by yourself, because a lot of people are embarrassed to go cinema by themselves.
And that one I don't understand. It's dark.
Yeah, it's dark, and
they can't see you anyway.
Yeah.
Restaurant, I get. Some people don't like going to a restaurant. And
I haven't done that one yet, but I will be doing that.
So nice.
So nice. I remember seeing a guy just sitting
watch
in Nando's.
Netflix.
Yeah, I saw a guy sitting in Nando's by himself. I was like, damn.
Do you know how much nicer Nando's tastes when no one else is around?
I'm saying, I don't have to talk.
Just chew. Hey,
listen.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. It's real nice. Because I'll be out and I'll be like in between places and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to get a sandwich.
Yeah.
I want a
proper
food.
meal. Yeah.
And that, I think that's where you have to end up to force yourself to do that situation.
Yeah.
Once you do it,
all good.
I will leave my house to go to a restaurant on my own and come back.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I highly respect it.
Yeah.
I will be doing such things very soon.
Yay!
All right. Well, I get this one. It's not a good segue, but
fresh start.
It's similar to our last episode, though. Don't hesitate to start the goal or dream. Definitely do it as soon as you have the chance to do it.
The physical ability.
Yeah.
Too.
Because when was it? 2016-ish, 2015 would have been what? 20? Roughly around them kind of ages. Yeah, we would have been about 20. Yeah, 2015. You would have been 20 in 2014.
God.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
I remember we used to play a lot of PlayStation together till like me and the brethrens.
Not me, by the way.
Yeah, no. But me and my brethrens. I was like, my brethrens. Our brethrens.
Our brethren. Yeah. No, it was everyone but me. It is. It is our whole
all guys though.
I know.
No, wasn't there?
Oh,
she plays sometimes. But
okay.
Not at this
She plays
level.
though. It's just me that doesn't.
But we used to play from like 8 p.m. to like 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's a lot of hours, but it was consistent jokes and vibes, and it was never.
I don't doubt it.
It was never a dead moment. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just sitting there silent. Yeah, no, we're all like still interacting, laughing.
Do you know what the worst part about that is?
What's that?
I can hear it right now.
She can. And I used to say to myself, I want to stream. I want to start YouTube
Oh my
with them.
God.
And the only reason I didn't do it is because I couldn't afford the equipment at the time.
If
Problem
you
is,
guys-
there was cheaper equipment. I just didn't know that. And the reason it annoys me is because there's so many big YouTubers now that are famous, or not famous, I don't really care for fame, but are successful because they started it at the right time. Yeah. There's this guy called Pretty Boy Fredo, who's very controversial now, but at the time, when this was NBA 2K16, was like really popular. He only just started YouTube, really.
Yeah.
With that game, within the year, he got to 1 million subscribers. And he was playing by himself. Now imagine
and the thing is, if you lot had done that,
yep,
that's crazy.
And to this day, it's my biggest regret.
Because even I know what that would have done.
Bro, to this day, it's my biggest
If
regret.
you see these boys together, yeah, you will know.
And it's mad because we used to play all the popular games, NBA, FIFA, GTA. We played that so much.
God, GTA, yeah.
That was the funniest one for us because GTA is so many people can play at the same time.
Yeah.
So there'd be like 10 of us at the same time. And it was just, like I said, pure jokes. And honest to God, that is my biggest regret to this day. I really wish I started.
And I hear that.
Just
because I know you all as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's sad, boy. That one hurts me.
Yeah, that
definitely
hurts me.
It hurts me more than not playing professional basketball at like a really, really high level.
Because that one's
because basketball is only something I can do when the court is open for me to go to.
Yeah, there's restrictions on that.
Yes, gaming I can do whenever the hell I was.
Because gaming was in your control.
It was in my control, and that's why it really hurts me because it's something I'm doing for free.
And for so long.
For so long. And we could have just been getting paid. But in saying that, I do want to start streaming hopefully this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could still do very well.
I mean, the good thing is your personalities haven't changed.
That is also true.
So, true. If you get the same group of people, obviously time's hard now.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't change the vibe.
No.
That the vibe. They ain't gonna change.
I can't wait, man.
That's not gonna change. I guess the only way to positively look at it is now you can afford all those things.
That's true.
And you could put the effort into it that you didn't have then.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been it would have been for fun and it would have been a casual thing, which would have eventually changed. But now I guess you can look at it as like it means something. So I guess it's kind of a positive.
Yeah. I mean, one good thing from doing this is obviously I do all the editing and stuff. Well, not all the editing, but the reels wise.
Yeah.
I can translate that over to YouTubing the gaming or streaming or whatever. So
yeah.
What career do you think your younger self expected you to have? Which is a question from Jasmine.
Do you know how many I went through?
Saskia went through a catalogue, boy.
Like every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was some of them?
Right. So from the beginning.
Yeah.
Originally, right. So obviously we all know I was a tomboy.
Yeah.
Originally, I wanted to be a figure skater.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Right. I wanted to be a figure skater. Like there was a point where I was gonna get skates.
Yeah.
My mom was gonna buy me my own skates. I was gonna have skating lessons, all that. Like I was on we used to skate.
Yeah.
Whenever, but I was gonna do it full blown. I think maybe this was originally I wanted to do it when I was really young. But then I found out they wore tights.
And you weren't feeling it. Fair enough.
I said I have to wear pink tights, white tights.
It don't suit
skirt.
Me. Next,
Mom, can't do that. Yeah. Next, literally changed. Like it changed so quickly.
Yeah.
And then at some point I wanted to be a firefighter.
Nice.
I don't know.
I wanted to do that at one point.
I think it was because me and my mum got into a car crash.
Right.
And the fire brigade really helped.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I could do that.
Okay.
Also, this is me believing I could do anything.
You should always believe you can do anything, to be honest.
And when I was younger, it was even worse. I could literally do anything you asked me to without getting hurt as well. That was another thing. I'd say, though, the key one that I really wanted was football.
Yeah.
That was probably because dance wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
Performing wasn't like I was a performer as a person.
Yeah. But not a dance
Just
performer.
here in it.
Yeah, because you didn't dance with me
No.
till like year 10, no?
Yeah, I wasn't doing none of that. No,
I didn't even know you could dance. I'm not gonna lie.
Neither did I.
When I walked into dance, I saw you. So,
Yeah,
so I saw you dance.
No clue. Dunno. Just here, do you know what I mean? But yeah, football was the one that was like, that's the target. And here we are.
I mean, at least it stuck.
Yeah, it did. And
good.
that one stuck for the longest.
Yeah.
And then obviously all the setbacks came in. All learning about women's football back then, about all women football players had 2 jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
were
were
female basketball players too.
Yeah, there was just no inspiration after that point. So that was
like, what's the point?
Yeah, that was my key career.
Yeah.
I might make it.
At least the dance one stuck though.
Yeah, the dance one stuck, but that was by chance.
But it stuck though.
It did stick, yeah.
You got fortunate. Some people don't.
Yeah,
don't
that
get
one,
that.
that
You said, "Oh, I want to do this," and
because the other uni course was boring. What was yours?
I mean, football was obviously like growing up in England.
Yeah.
You're going to want to be a footballer, but I didn't really love football like that. It was just if I could be one, I would be one. And I say I'm more talented naturally at football than I am at basketball.
Yeah,
could be because I'm part Brazilian. Who knows?
Whoa.
But in a more realistic sense, at one point, fire.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I could do now because of obviously my knee surgery. I don't think I'd be allowed to be one.
Yeah.
So that's annoying.
There are a lot of tests.
Yeah, that's annoying. Even though I'm physically quite strong, I don't think it'll allow
My
me.
friend's a firefighter.
Hey, listen. Props to her.
She's the only woman in her
In
squad,
her force?
Force.
Yeah.
Squad.
Props to her because that's a very tough job to do.
Her name's Francesca.
Shout out to you, Francesca.
Woo!
I did want to be a dance choreographer at one point when I really enjoyed dance.
Yeah. Insert clip. No, I'm joking.
Please don't. I think I wanted to do obviously like for the big celebrities, Chris Browns, the Beyoncés, etc. I thought, wow, I could really do this. But then I started learning more about it, and I realized it's so toxic, and it's very hard to make money in that industry, as you would know anyway. And that's you being the dancer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a choreographer. That means I gotta be a dancer first before I get to the choreographer.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then obviously, lastly, main one would have been basketball. I got too many injuries.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't chase it as hard. I think I've said this before. I didn't chase it as hard as I should have. Even as skilled as I got, I could have been more skilled.
Yeah.
Could have maximized potential. If I didn't care what people thought.
Yeah. I mean, same with dance, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely plays a key. And then after basketball, really, it was the streaming thing. But I've always loved YouTube.
Yeah.
Always. I was very early on YouTube trying to figure out what it was.
Do you know what? I find it so interesting. So many people use YouTube. I never. Like,
she doesn't.
I literally don't use YouTube.
Yeah.
When you say stuff about YouTube, I'm like, huh? Like, even when we were younger, like, I remember everybody using YouTube to, like, watch stuff. And I think I might be the one person that uses it the least.
Yeah.
Even now, like, Alice uses it, like, every day she uses YouTube.
Yeah.
I ain't clicked YouTube into my laptop in so long unless someone makes me watch something.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I've been since it was created. I think it was like 2008. I think it came out. It was like 2007. I've been consistent. I've grown with YouTube. That's why when we started this, I knew already. Oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that.
I had no idea.
So I really did want to be a YouTuber, and especially I used to watch a lot of basketballers on YouTube. So I wanted to do that. Even me and my friend Isaac, we talked about this. We wish we recorded ourselves.
Yeah.
And documented it, but
it is what it is.
But here we are. It's still like the dance one stuck. Looks like the YouTube one is sticking.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're
getting
going backwards, but we're doing it. We got there eventually.
So last one, whilst we run out of time.
Yeah.
I think it goes for everyone, not just your 20s. Save money, invest it. A lot of people have got into our age of 30. I'm not there yet, but I'm about to be. A couple more months, and they don't have like a
Anything saved.
yeah. Just it doesn't have to be thousands and thousands and thousands,
Mm.
but enough to where
The rainy day fund
Yeah,
is
the
what I used to
rainy day.
call it.
you can't pay the bills this week. Oh, let me just go into the savings.
Yeah.
That will save you so much,
Yeah.
so much.
I think as well that comes from like a lot of things for me, I think come down from your parents as well.
Yeah,
Like if you're around people that also don't do those things, like
yeah,
I understand how you would never come around to thinking like that.
Mhm.
Like I always thought like that because my mum was like that.
yeah,
And I knew as well because she would say, oh yeah, we can just use the rainy day fund
yeah.
to do those things. Or she would encourage me to save. Or like when I was younger, if I did it, like I got paid for something, she would be like, we would split it
Yeah,
and she would put half there and she would teach me about those things.
yeah.
So yeah, I can understand. And today's age, save what?
It's tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
But it's easier to save when you've already got savings.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you start early enough
You
and you
start
can save,
early.
it's so much easier to save because you're not having to borrow money from people, so
Yeah.
you're not once you get paid paying them back.
Yeah.
And 2, you're not going all the way down to zero paying off the bills
Yeah.
because you've been able to give yourself some cushion
Yeah.
with the savings. So once the next paycheck comes around, you can just put money
Yeah.
into savings, and hopefully that should do the
And
rest.
having your own savings kind of just allows you to be you.
Yeah,
Because like you're not like you don't owe anyone anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not living to pay somebody or
Yeah.
you're just free to do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to use your savings, you don't have to. Like
No.
it just makes you a little bit more free in the future.
It gives you so much more like clear
Yeah.
frame of mind.
Whoa.
Just because, you don't have to. It's like you get to the end of the month and you don't have to think, how am
Yeah.
I going to pay this?
Yeah.
Because you know you've still got at
I'll
least
just
something.
be a bargain hunter.
Yeah, or that too.
That's what I do. I love a Tesco yellow sticker bargain.
I hear you. Just I hear you. Or in Sainsbury's, the purple, the nectar.
And make sure you have a Nectar card and a club card,
Always.
and a Boots card, and
Everything.
I have every card.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop talking about cards.
And lastly, work on your credit score. Credit score is a real thing. People don't understand it, and then they
I
get
had
to a point
no
where they
idea.
need credit, and it's your loan and your interest is like 40%, which is insane.
There are apps to help you make it better.
Yes.
That's what I
Experian and ClearScore are free of charge.
did. I actually did
Go
that
on
too.
that just to see where you are, and it will tell you how to improve. Because trust me, I have friends who have called me recently
Yeah.
and said, Kevin, I
only
should
just
have
figured
listened
this
to you.
out. Yeah.
Because, for me,
Because
this
they want to buy a house.
this
and
car
they can't.
crash that happened recently,
Oh my god. Yeah.
and I wish I could have used it for a house instead. But
Yeah.
if I didn't have a really, 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 really good credit score, I would have been screwed.
Mm.
But I've gotten a very good loan on this car where the interest is basically nothing. So
yeah.
I barely pay. I don't pay very much monthly.
Mm.
And I'm fortunate with that. But I know
Yeah.
people who don't have very good credit scores, and
It wouldn't have happened the same.
they can get the same car and the interest is up there. So please, Experian, ClearScore.
Kevin said, work on your credit score.
Please, because this is how they keep.
They don't
getting
teach you
us.
that in school.
No, they really don't.
Great.
But yes,
Good to know.
thank you for listening. It was a very enjoyable 20s. I'm gonna miss it
Yeah.
for sure.
At least now we can talk about 30s. Well, I
30s,
just
for
have to
sure.
wait for you.
Yeah, well, I'm basically 30 now anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be fun to see what's going to happen. They say the best parts of life can be in your 30s
Yeah.
because technically we're still young.
Yeah.
Not technically, we are young.
We are young.
But yeah, thank you for listening. Follow us at frameofmind.pod on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. We very much appreciate that. Thank you again for listening.
Love us and leave us.
Yes, sir.